And welcome back. It's 8:23 on a Saturday morning. Welcome to the Valley if you're visiting us. Wow, quite the drive last night, huh? You're probably going to want to do some skiing this weekend. Cross-country skiers, Great Glen Trails, and with us, Eli Walker from Great Glen Trails. Good morning, Eli.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
Well, thanks for joining us this morning.
Sure.
And okay, I mean, we had some weather, so it's kind of it's a transition day. So what are the good people at Great Glen Trails do to sort of make skiing good for people who want to ski?
Well, I tell you, it's obviously it always seems like somewhere around mid-January you get a little thaw like this,
right?
And it's and we're all North Country tough, I mean, luckily we had a lot of good snowpack before this happened, and it definitely looks even better in the mountains areas up in the notches. So especially in our wooded areas, we've got some good snowpack and things. Today it's about letting some of this water drain a bit here, and you're looking ahead to even some better skiing tomorrow. Our groomers will be working on things. So we just need winter to truly return. But I'm keeping big time optimism, and I think we all should. There's a lot of winter left, and it's still looking pretty good up there. So
there's always more winter, especially toward the tail end. There's always going to be more, and also in terms of you have all sorts of events going on at Great Glen Trails, and tomorrow you have a demo day scheduled.
It's actually, it's scheduled for tomorrow.
Right.
You will want to call ahead because, we're a couple of our key areas where we're doing the demo, we're just kind of doing some work on, and after a little bit of this water drains out and stuff. But we got a lot of the reps from the key cross-country companies, the Solomons, Rosignol's, Fisher, Swix, they're all going to be there, which is great. So it's a chance to just try out equipment. Our retail manager, Nate Harvey's got a deal on stuff up in the shop that day. So tomorrow, 20% off, which is a great option to get gear with a lot of winter left.
Right.
If anything changes on this demo, it would be next weekend instead. But it's looking right now like it should be this Sunday, and we're definitely excited about it. It's just a chance to get out, try equipment, and then go up and talk to us experts in the shop also, because you got the reps that are experts, us in the shop that really know the product and are experts, and just live the sport. So we can get you set up, into the right kind of gear, or even if you just want to try something, even if you're not really sure if you want to get.
So you can do that. You can just come on in and try something on a non-demo day and stuff like that. I mean, So I mean, what are some of the other things that you have going on in the shop?
Well,
or any trends this year or something like that?
Well, I tell you,
I know people like those hats with the big balls. That's
style.
like fashionable. That's all.
Yeah,
over.
It's possibly NFL helped a little bit on that. You're seeing the NFL quarterbacks. A lot of times you think, wow, why would they want a pom pom? But they're making it happen.
Okay, but aside from the pom pom.
But yes, aside from that, I mean, in terms of gear, what I'm finding is a lot of people will come in and they have a certain affection for their old gear.
Right.
But then I'll get a chance to touch base with them and let them realize that maybe you can still use that once in a while, but let's open your eyes to some of the newer technology, especially when it comes to things like boot comfort and bindings, ease of getting in bindings, control for downhills and everything. So, a lot of times their eyes will really open up and they're like, wow, it literally looks like, and then they can go try this either at the demo day or some of the stuff in our rental or some of the stuff in our demo fleet, and they can really learn about what a difference it makes in their skiing. But we've got some, a cool new binding that was designed by Fisher and Rosignol called the Turnamic binding. It's N&N compatible. That's a certain style of binding compatibility called N&N, and people can come up and check that out. There's just so many good boot options, and we have some of the best ski stock anywhere from a bunch of different brands. So that's pretty exciting. And clothing, as you touched upon with the clothing. I mean, like if you have weather like we've had the last 2 days. Just know that winter's coming back, the great weather's coming. Come on up and maybe go shopping, see if you can lift your spirits by getting some cool gear or some good clothing that gets you thinking of the skiing you're going to be doing within the next 24 hours probably.
And of course you're known for skiing, but there's also other things going on at Great Glen Trails, tubing, fat biking, fat tire biking, stuff like that, snowshoeing as well. So all these are good introductions, other ways to enjoy the outdoors in winter.
Exactly, and even today, like later today, if we're going to kind of for the most part, we're letting a bunch of our system kind of just let any of the water that might be any moisture drain out. But there are sections of our trails and certain trails that, like for example, we'll be allowing snowshoeing today.
Right.
If you want to just get out, as the temperature drops later today, dress right, you come up and snowshoe.
Sure.
We have great snowshoeing, like you said. I'm sure tubing will be on hold today, but
Right,
tubing
right.
will be back. Tubing's it's such a fun activity, and ours is a really reasonable rate, and it's a great experience. And then of course, you're up here for doing all these outdoor activities, and the shopping abilities, a great cafe, the Glenview Cafe,
Right,
great
right,
foods.
right.
But of course, you've got the snow coach.
Sure.
You always want to call ahead. The status of the snow coach for today, I think they're evaluating some situations on the road surface, but I still think there's plenty of good snowpack. It's just a matter of water and transition period, as you said. But
Well, Eli Walker, thanks very much for stopping by, and you'll be up at Great Glen Trails today too?
I will, yes.
All right, so you stop in,
come on
tell
up.
him you saw him on TV, he'll smile, really. Well, it's around 8:30, and we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back after this.